So let's see the quick demo of Wi-Fi file share Android app which I just built using Flutter and Dart. So here my application, see it is running, and if I just start this server, so now it's got started, and here that whatever FTP server it is just showing over here like in your mobile, like what is that current Wi-Fi IP address and their port, it will visible over here, and it is also just connected to your uh, storage. Okay, so and all, even also here if you scroll down, so you can see the logs as well, like it is currently FTP server successfully connected. Okay, so once you connected your device, so now you can you can just share your file that another device, like for example in window application, or your desktop application, or anywhere, like for example if I just trying to share in this here, like over that another computer I just open, and if I just open a file share over here like using FTP, and just pass your IP address, whatever IP address it is visible over here. So let me just try to use over here this, and once you this, now see this is asking to your password, username and password, and also which is visible over here, see FTP credentials, like I just give it that anonymous credential right now, but yeah, later on we'll do that as a another credential as well. But yeah, currently I can use this and same username and password, and if I just logged in, so now see once I logged in, so now this device, this is my real device actually. So in this real device, whatever internal storage I can able to see, and now I can easily share my file over here, so from this computer itself, or even if you connect same way using FTP in your mobile another device, so in the same network, so also you can just available, you can visible to all that internal device of that particular system or particular apps device, right? So now I'm just going to another tab. Okay, and if I just look for any file, for example just I want to share this one, right? So simply I can just copy over here and go to over here, and I can just simply paste over there. So now see once I paste, even you can see in this logs there's a show, okay, that file is processed, and also it is just uh, uploaded over here. And if you want to check like, okay, this device actually this file is sending or not, or properly shared or not, so simply I can go to this internal storage, and this is my internal storage, and if you scroll down, now see this file I just recently share it over here, this another device, and it is available right now. So like this way actually we will build this application, this complete application. And yeah, so before start the implementation, I'm especially recommend if you first time visit my channel, so go to my channel which is .NET real world example here, and there is a many couple of things actually I just built for Flutter, so you can go and check out, like if you new for Flutter application, so you can go, and if you want to integrate AI in any application, and if you want to build application using AI as a front end, back end, as a full stack developer, so many things is over here, so you can learn many things over there. So now let's moving to start to implementation. So first of all, what we need to do, we have to create that sample Flutter project. Okay, so for that it's very simple. Go to that command prompt and open as a terminal, and in this terminal, if you have to install that Flutter configuration, so that's why I just recommend, so go to my previous session where I just configured Flutter, and but here I am just simply I just want to create that Flutter application. So first I'll just go to my directory, and once you go to your particular directory where you want to create a project, so now I'm going to create a project in this project folder, and simply we can use this command to create a new Flutter template. Okay, so Flutter app template actually, so Flutter create, and whatever your file project name you can just give it. So currently I'm just giving it to Wi-Fi file share, right? And simply hit enter. So now you can see over here, now your application got created, and also it is just recommend, okay, go to this particular folder and you can run it. Okay, so for run your application, definitely you have to install your, or you can just configure your own local emulator, or if you don't have, so that is also fine, but yeah, I'm recommend use that, because whatever application you just created, right? So make sure before creating any apk file and all, so that is properly working. So yeah, I already have that, Android Studio. So let me open it, Android Studio, and just open a emulator. So now I just open my emulator over here. See, I just open over here. So now what I'll trying to do, go to this directory. So simply I can just go with this directory. Okay, and in this directory I can just run this application simply. So if you run this application, so it will run in the desktop mode, but yeah, we will just focus on the Android mode, like Android application. So what I can do, simply I can just define over here a D, right? So that deployed, and where I just want to deploy, I just want to deploy my this emulator. So how to get that emulator name? So simply I can just go adb and devices. So once you get the devices, so whatever active devices in your system, so you will get that, and I can just copy this. And once you copy this, I can just simply specify over here and hit enter. So once you hit enter, now it will just try to build our application and create a apk file and deploy my local emulator. And later on we will create apk file and we will install in my real device as well. So here see, just build complete, and also just create this apk file and just trying to deploy it in my emulator. Okay, so now it's deployed properly, there is no issues. And even if I just check, okay, what is the sample project? So this is a sample project, we just increment that count, that's it. Okay, so that is fine. And now we will implement our Wi-Fi share applications over here, like whatever that implementation. So yeah, it is good to go to create your application first like this way. And then what I'll do, simply I can just terminate this over here. And once you terminate, and after that I just add actually in this kit, so that whatever changes I just made after create the template, right? So there's a different template, so that I would like to show you with you like what are the changes. Okay, so now it's done. Now what I'll do, I'll just open any new VS Code using the new window. Okay, and I can go with this, or I can just directly go with over here. So simply go with that. So yeah, now it's got open my VS Code, and this is my complete application. Okay, and also it is add in my Git. So what I'll do, simply I can just change whatever just made change, create a default template, right? That I'll just post my repository so that you can use it. So I'll just make it a public, and yeah, I just make it okay, create, and push the changes. Now whatever application I just created, I just push this repository. Now I will start to modifications. So for modifications, what I can do first actually I just need to some package. Okay, so for package I have to go to this package folder. Let me little zoom it so that you can easily see that. And yeah, this is that pub specify YAML file, right? In this pub specify YAML file there is some dependencies. Okay, so in this dependencies afterward here, okay, so we have to add some dependencies like whatever actually packages I required. So I required couple of packages, for example this. Okay, so first I require FTP server functionality, right? So which I can use this one. Then I need to permission handler, then I need to path provider, and then we have to require Wi-Fi connectivity management. So that's these are packages actually we required. Okay, so once you save it, now once you save, now we need to add some coding so that we can utilize using this packages actually we can utilize on that. So first of all, actually whatever package I just installed, right, so we have to install properly in my local. So for that what I can do, I can go to the terminal over here, and in this terminal I have to just get all that packages in my local. So for that I can use this flutter pub get, so that whatever on our packages I can install my local. So yeah, just store in my our application folder. So yeah, I think that pretty much good for whatever dependency packages. So once you're done, now I can create a new file using lib folder. So inside this lib folder, I just need to create another file which is called something, yeah, this. So FTP server management manager, right? So which can manage everything over here. So simply I have already handy the code because there's a couple of you know couple of method over here we need to build. So yeah, let me just create it over here and then I'll just explain it over here. So now if you just call up, now see whatever package I just use it, right? So I just referred it over here and then we just create that socket, some properties over here, right, which we can use it on a server address, username, passwords, and which currently we are using as a default one, but yeah, later on we will modification as well, like as per that user setting we can just modify it. Okay, and also just use the root directory and then just use a log callback function. And also we can use over here data connection management for the file transfer. So these are that those are properties. And also we have to return whether the FTP is currently is running or not, so that why actually we just using this property. And also there's a couple of actually properties. So this is server address property, username and password, which can authenticate our user FTP server. And this is for the our log callback, right? And this is actually we are just using for logging perspective, we just create so that we can log it actually if somebody trying to connect it. So whatever the log actually we can just show that user, right? This is for that you request permission, we just create a request permission. So here the request permission, if it is granted or not, so based on this actually we are just identify. And then this is a local, get the local IP address. So this method actually to get that local IP address. And yeah, this is that get root directory, which can detect your root directory which you want. So yeah, as like over here, so if you use this storage emulator 0, so it will take your device you know uh, internal local storage. Okay, so if you specify after that something like for example download or something else, right? So that will be detect after internal storage whatever we have that folder name, so that will be actually defined over here. So as of now I'll just keep it only for that root directory of an internal storage. And then it is just external storage directory. So it is a fallback, actually fallback to external directory. So yeah, that I just created. And yes, as like okay, we have just create another function over here. So there's a many function actually, so if we go to one by one, so that will take us so much time. Okay, but yeah, you can just go through. I think this is pretty much good. So there's a start server function, and which will can start all that functions over here. And also here's the handle clients, like once you use that client will be try to connect, so whatever that mechanism actually, and whatever that way actually we are trying to connect, like there's a many way, right? So like the user or password or you know pwd and command prompt, right? So there is a many way actually, I just decided over here. So they we are just mentioning over there. And if I go down, yeah, this is also handle passive mode. And what else we have? And if you go down, yeah, send files and receive files. I think that pretty much good over here. And yeah, also get file size as well. So yeah, if it is file size and if it is more than that, so also this we just validate over here. Yeah, so that is pretty much for this file, like file management server, FTP server management based on this code. So don't worry all that, I'll share this code in my git repository so you can refer it. But yeah, that's how actually we can manage our all that method and expose that method, and we can use in our main dot file. So here we can just replace whatever we are existing things, so that we just trying to replace it over here and just replace that and save it. Okay, so once you save it, now see here, this is that home, actually starting of that page, or no, component we can say of that application, and we just use this wizard, and yeah, also just creating on this new file share home page, and this file share home page we can just implement everything, whatever the design, things and all, and also whatever the service call. So we are just implement over here. As you can see, the difference is whatever the changes actually we made. So I can show you. So if you are here, see, we just use that new file which is just created, and also we just change title name, and yeah, also we just replace to our new file share home visit over here, and just we just implement over there. I think that pretty much good. Also these are that is style and all, so you can just refer this. So if it is going to one by one line, so it will take so much time, so that's why I'm just trying to avoid this. But yeah, you can just use, just create this file server, FTP server, and then you can just replace whatever changes I just made. And don't worry, I'll just share that as a readme file, like whatever changes we have to I have to made over there. So I'll just document it as well, so you can use that. And yeah, once you're done, one last thing actually we have to do that, like this uh, packages, and create this file, and if you modification on the main page, right? After that, actually we have to declare one thing. So if you go to here, go to that Android, and in this Android section, go to app section and go to src, and in this src go to the main, and in this main here that file actually Android manifest xml. Okay, so yeah, for some of the requirement, actually see whatever the permission actually required this app, right? So we have to define as well over here. So what are the permission we required? So I required some read write permission of that internal device, and also networking. So just first line after that, before that application, so I can just define that here. These are permission actually required. So like internet, it should be that internet, and also that access network state, and these are the read write your external device. That's it. Okay, so these are the permission actually required. And one last thing actually we need to add in this multi architect support. So where is that? So if you go back to here, in here Android app, so in this Android app actually there is a build gradle kts file, right? So inside this file, and where is we defined this version, like whatever that version actually it is supported. So we are just defined, okay, as far as that mean version, mean SDK actually supported, and also targeted version, whatever that Flutter targeted version. And afterward, what I can do, I have to just define, okay, multi architecture should be supported. So yeah, that you can define over here like this way, like using that AB AB filter, and add this, and just add those you know uh, over here, like 66, 86 and 64, like both platform can support it. Okay, so yeah, that pretty much good. Like for the changes perspective, only this four file we need to changes, like this two files, and modification this file, and just created this file. That's it. Okay, and that other files are actually auto generated. And once you're done, we can ensure this is properly running in my local emulator. Okay, so first we will verify local emulator, then we will create a apk file and deploy my real device, and we'll just test it. So again, yeah, for running this application, we can use, yeah, we can use flutter run, and then deploy d, and then our device name. So what is my device name? My device name is this guy. So copy this, go here, and simply hit enter. And once you hit enter, parallelly I can just open my device and need to wait to deploy my app in my emulator. Perfect. Now see, apk got created for debug apk, and then also it's just trying to deployed in my local emulator. and see whatever I made changes, so that is up to date over here. So now see, perfect. Now I'm able to see this is perfectly look fine, like a start, there's a start server, and also it is a logging server, logging we can say the logging window, right? So simply what I can do, simply if I just start this app, so now see it is asking to this file permission and all, so I can just manage this and go back. And once you go back, now I can able to see it's got, start my application. Along with this is my local emulator, that's why it's giving this this IP. But once you use your in the real device, so it will give that exact IP address of that your network. Okay, and also this is that default credentials, and this is nice logging as well over here. Like now see, it is automatically take it in Android, and then FTP server started successfully. Perfect. So now once we ensure like, okay, our local, there is a no error and it is properly deployed my application, so now we will just create a release apk file and we will deploy it uh, in my real device. So for that, first let me just create a real a release package. So for release package, actually there's a command here, so I can use that flutter build apk and define the release. If you want to release package, so you can just define release, and if you want to define that debug, so you can use the debug and simply hit enter. And it will take in a few minutes to create a apk file. So once you create a file, we will share, and we will install my real device. So here I can see that apk file is got ready in this particular folder, like build app and flutter apk. Okay, so if I go to this project, and in here just build, there's a build folder, and if it is app and this output, and in this folder, yeah, so here this release apk is got created, right? So also if I just open it in my explorer, so this is my file actually. So simply I can just share this file my real device. So there's my, this is my real device. Okay, and I just shared it over here. So yeah, over here now see, I just trying to shared over here my device. So now it's trying to download it. So once you're downloading, we will try to install it. Okay, so here I can see it's got downloaded. So simply I can just tab it and open this file. And yeah, Wi-Fi, do you want to install? Yeah, I just want to install. And now see, it's got installed. And once you install, I can directly open it. And now see, same look like whatever we see in the local emulator. And if I just trying to start, now it's asking to your permission, so I just give that permission. Now see, it's just a start, and I can able to see that this log, see there is a log, and properly it is successfully. Okay, and once you successful, so what I'll trying to do over here in this Windows system, so I want to just again I'll just use that IP address, and here so it is asking me to the same things, right? And I can just connect with this, just using that, I just provide the password, and once you give the password, hit enter. Now I'm able to see that complete all that folder over here, right? All the folder and files I can able to see over here directly. And now what I can do over here, simply if I just try to refresh, yes, so if I just refresh, still is connected. And yeah, now I will try to share the file. So yeah, I just share this same apk again to over here, so that I can ensure, okay, it is properly shared or not. So I can just paste it over here, and now see, it's trying to paste over there. And now see, I can see that file is uploaded over here, and same things I can just check in my real device. So go to my here, and I can able to see this new file is over there, right? So that how actually it is working. So you can just build this app easily, and you can just deploy it this in a Google Play Store, and you can earn this, you can earn that many monies. Okay, so yeah, I think that pretty much good. And yeah, I just push these changes. Also, I'll just create a readme document, right? So what are the new changes actually we need to made it? So I'll just create everything, and yeah, so you can check out. So till now, thank you, have a nice day, and don't forget to like, subscribe and share.